It's Jen, and today we're talking about when someone shouts you down. I'm Jen Anderson. I'm an empowerment life coach, and usually we're talking from the mountains, the hillsides, somewhere fun. Today we're talking from the couch. We're doing couch coaching while my knee heals. But I've been thinking about the people who feel like they're shouted down when they have an opinion. Now, this is when someone like gets angry or frustrated and raises their voice and tries to shut you down if you start speaking about your own thoughts, your own feelings, your own opinions. But I just want to give you a little bit of a warning. When this happens, here is something that sucks us in. We start focusing a lot on who they are, what that means about them. They don't listen. They don't think I matter. I'm not important to them. And I want to just say, stop. It's a trap. Don't go in there. It's just a diversion. All this is doing are these thoughts are creating suffering for us. And we stop focusing on the main person we need to be focusing on. And it's who we become in those moments. It's the person that we legitimately live with for our entire lives 24/7. And so we need to be able to be okay with this person no matter what anyone else thinks, feels, does. Who do we want to be? So when we find ourselves in a match of opinions, we're often thinking things like, well, my opinion doesn't even matter. And I don't even get an opinion. And I don't have a say. Or he should let me have an opinion. Or she shouldn't be acting like that. Or they are totally wrong. And what we do is we kick into trying to manage their thoughts, manage them, make us hear us so that our opinion matters. This is what our brain does to us. Our opinion matters if they hear us rather than just knowing our opinion matters because I'm important. So many times we find ourselves mirroring them. They get mad, so we get mad. They get loud, so we get loud. And then we start having a contest who doesn't care the most about the other person's opinion. And what happens is it starts feeling like there are only two options: people pleasing or, well, forget you. Like those are the two things that feel like they're possible, but there is something in the middle that begins with changing your own thoughts that are creating your own suffering. The thoughts that create suffering are things like, my opinion doesn't matter. I don't even get an opinion. I don't have a say, or he should let me have an opinion. She shouldn't be acting like that. He shouldn't be mad. They are wrong. So I observed a couple arguing, and she had opinion. She was voicing it. He got louder, gave her the cold shoulder. She complied, so just dropped it, and then had resentment and had thoughts like, he just thinks I'm a second class citizen. So I just want you to like step back and look at this. How do second class citizens act? Second class citizens historically don't get votes. They don't get a say. They're silenced, they're victims, and that's a really hard place to take strong, equal action from. With the thought, I'm just a second class citizen to him, she acted like a second class citizen and dropped into people pleasing. Other options look like, I don't care about your opinion. I'm going to do whatever I want without any regard for you. Like, and that doesn't necessarily feel good either. That's not the person we want to show up as. We need to have first and foremost in our minds who we want to show up as and what we want to allow ourselves to be exposed to, and what we also want to keep ourselves open to. If this is someone that we need to connect with and cooperate with, connection becomes really hard if we're so close because we don't want to get hurt that we've opted out of connection. But actually, what's hurting us is our thoughts. Words don't hurt us. Our thoughts create the emotions that create the suffering. So, what do we do? The first thing we need to do is think, why are we feeling like it's important to share this? Why am I sharing this? If it's to change the other person, if it's to make them think, to make them feel, to make them do something or get a different result in their life, stop right there. Do some work on your thoughts to get clean so that you can come at it with complete ownership. If we're trying to change the other person, it's usually because we believe that when they change, then we'll feel better instead of just feeling better because we're responsible in owning our own thoughts and feelings that we're creating for ourselves. So it's here, you act like this so I don't have to work to like you or feel valued or feel heard. I would like you to do that work for me. So here's what I want you to do. But if you ask yourself, why am I sharing this? Why do I want to share this? And your answer is something like, because I want to grow, because I want to be honest, because I want to feel connected, then great. It doesn't mean that that hurt is not on the table, though. Hurt is an emotional risk of being honest and open and vulnerable. But what it's saying is, I know how to manage and own my own thoughts and the feelings that I create, and I know how to feel hard things. It's just part of the deal. It's worth being honest for. So when you master this, here's what you get to have. You get to have honest conversations, represent yourself completely honestly, and like who you showed up as. Others get to be angry and toot and snort, and you get to feel assured that you did the right thing for you. You're not basing how you did based on how someone else thinks, feels, acts, or the results that they get for their own life. The template is you and how you feel about how you showed up. You get to choose what your own actions will be, whether they have a different opinion or not. You get to stay peaceful and calm, even if they don't. And here's the extra benefit. You get the ability to allow the thought, it's okay if someone has a different opinion. Because think about it. If we're angry because they're angry, thinking we shouldn't have an opinion, we're angry at someone for having an opinion other than ours. We're mad at them for having a different opinion. Their opinion is we shouldn't have an opinion. Even if that's true, fine. You can have your own opinion. We get good at practicing that. And see, it's easy when, we want someone else to do it, but this is where the rubber hits the road for us. So just hear the facts. We can believe these things too. I have an opinion no matter how anyone reacts to it, and it's valuable. I'll share my opinion if I think it's important for honesty and growth. I'm an equal member of this team. You can get mad at my opinion and it's totally okay. It's fine. I don't have to control you to feel okay. I don't have to control your opinion to feel okay. You can have the opinion that I shouldn't have a different opinion. I have an opinion because I'm human. It's valid and so's yours. Of course you should have a different opinion than me. We're humans, we're different. It's totally okay. What happens is those feelings help us to get to a strong place where we can decide what we tolerate and what we don't. And it has nothing to do with how we're going to manage their behavior and everything to do with how we're going to manage ours. Okay? Do you feel like you have a place to start with when someone is shouting you down? That's just a story we tell ourselves. They're shouting me down and it makes us feel terrible. So let's just call it something else. When someone has a different opinion, that's it. That's all that's going on. Your opinion matters. Your opinion is valid no matter what anyone else thinks about it. Okay, go be yourself.
Hey, being a human can be hard. If you're stuck and want to move past something, please give me a call for a free consult. I can help.